Welcome back to Who Want a Life Sentence. Thank y'all for coming in, tapping in with me, spending a little time. We're gonna try to learn something, keep it educational, and have a good time at the same time. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna put the cash app on there, and you know what to do. If not, just enjoy the show with your ugly ass. So today, we're gonna do Department Part 2. So, in part one, in part one of the apartment, I told you guys about Paul. Paul was the guy that ended up catching a manslaughter case in the department. And it was self-defense. My aunt didn't want to stay in the apartment because who would want to stay in that apartment, right? But she still had the lease on it. She moved out to somewhere else and she let my younger brother take over the apartment. All he got to do is just pay rent. That wasn't hard. At the time, he had a job and I was working at the flim. The flim is on Campbellton Road. The apartment is on Campbellton Road. So this is really perfect. Even on a bad day, I could, if I ain't have no ride, no money for the bus, I could walk about 30 minutes. I could be from the apartment to the flim. You know what I mean? So it was decent. The apartments over here on Campbellton Road, like the whole Campbellton Road is really, really ghetto. All the, Deerfield, Apple Tree, everywhere. It really hood. It's slum, right? I'm talking about it's so slum. I remember I'm coming out the apartments one day, getting ready to walk down to work. A guy pull up on me on a bicycle. And nigga tell me he wanted $20 for the bike. Now I'm getting ready to walk to work and I'm looking at the bike and I got money in my pocket. And I'm thinking, it's not a bad deal, right? Like a mountain bike type. I get a dude the $20, he give me the bike, I ride on off. It was actually a fun little ride to work that day. I put the bike in the office, going back to work, going about my business, go to work that day. When I come back, the bike is gone. Bike didn't stand a snowball chance in hell, right? So this is Campbellton Road. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm living. For the most part, we still doing dirt. We had jobs, but we were still doing a little bit of dirt. You know what I mean? If we catch a good lick, we'll still knock it out here and there. So my brother got the apartment. He allowed me to move in. Actually, my brother and my partner was living in the apartment, and they allowed me to come over too. So when I think about it, the apartment in my mind is directly connected to where I am now, because from the apartment, my brother ended up getting arrested. When he ended up getting arrested, I ended up turning myself in. When I turned myself in and we both were able to get back out, the girlfriend that he had at the time had went and got a really decent job. And she was able to pull him into that decent job to where we were making anywhere from, well, he was making anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 a week. In about a year's time, he pulled me into the job. Now I'm making $1,000, so we making decent money. This actually was the beginning of us just doing better in life. So from that apartment, it actually, like I said, in my mind, is directly connected to where I am now. So that's why it's still significant. I actually thought I had did a story, or I thought I recorded, and maybe I didn't upload it, but I did. I thought I did a story where I was telling you guys about my homeboy who can walk away with the old schools. And these are the same apartments we was in. I had been buying like little trees, nothing but nicks from the local tree man. All he sell is nicks, but he had a nice old school truck outside. I know that my partner, he know how to walk away with the old schools. So I tell him, like I said, I'm thinking I told y'all this story before, maybe not. But I tell him like, hey, bro, dude over here, man, he got a nice little old school, you know what I mean? You don't take much, I mean, go get it for me, I'll pay you. We go over there, and I'm the watch out. I'm looking, and that thing, you know, bruh come out the house running. I see my partner run off, and bruh come out the house with the pistol. He letting them out, wow, letting off shots, right? So we almost got hit from the old school. And I was looking through the videos, and I don't see the video, so I can't remember if I told y'all that story or not. But this is the same apartments where that happened. You know what I mean? We almost got, you know what I mean, hit behind the old school. So we in the apartment, and what ends up happening is one day just off random. I remember like me and my brother were going through something I can't quite remember what it was, to where we weren't talking. So when my partner called with a lick, my brother didn't tell me about it, which probably was a good thing. At the time, I was kind of upset because, you know, when you call about a lick, that's money in the pocket. They ain't called me. Well, my partner called my brother. My brother didn't call me. They went out and hit the lick. My brother never come home. Next thing I know, they on the news in the morning, right? So now I got the apartment to myself. I don't even know who to pay rent to. Don't really plan on paying no rent. But, you know, my guys done got locked up. I got the apartment to myself. Man, I remember I'm walking down the street one day, and I can't quite remember why I was going that way, but landscaping was always in my mind because I always wanted to, you know, work for myself or, you know, be some kind of business owner. And I'm thinking like, dang, I remember when I was driving up the street, I saw this truck that had landscaping equipment on it. So in my criminal little thieving ass mind, I'm thinking like, okay, I take this dude equipment off the back of his truck and start my own business, you know, and then as I make some money, I'll buy some more stuff, or however, I'm just trying to put something together. I'm walking down the street. I see the truck. It's in a little house on Campbellton Road. I see it's the truck is parked in the yard with the trailer behind it, equipment on the trailer, right in the front yard. Had to be maybe 10 or 15 steps from the front door. I'm thinking, okay, now they're gonna be quite easy. You know what I mean? I'm looking, and it's in the broad daytime, maybe 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking, making sure ain't nobody watching me. I lead the sidewalk, get to walking in the dude's grass, because there is a backpack blower sitting right on the back of the truck. It just right there, calling my name. So I'm heading for the backpack blower. I maybe take 3 steps into the yard, looking at the backpack blower. Man, this goddamn pit bull come from under the fucking trailer. I'm talking about, man, I don't know. I don't know where the dog, he never even had no clue a dog was under there. The dog's solid white. And it's small, and it's coming fast as hell. Ain't made no bark. It's coming. You know what I mean? So I mid step, I'm walking fast to the backpack blower. Mid step, I turn around, I haul that, run to the street. I run back to the sidewalk, but I run in the street and to the other side of the street on the other sidewalk, right?
What happened to you? Got bit in the ass today, son. By a stinking ass filthy dog. You should have seen it. Biggest dog I've ever seen in my life. I said, doggy, please don't bite me, dog. And I turned around to jump over the fence. The dog grabbed my ass.
Told you. I told you.
You ain't tell me shit.
Now, you know, the dog hit the end of the chain and he barking at me. I'm on the other side of the street. So, and I'm walking fast, trying to act like I ain't just trying to fuck with they shit. And I'm looking at my heart beating. I'm damn near having a heart attack. And I'm like, you know, I'm realizing how stupid fucking idea this was. And I'm like, damn, you know, and the dog just, so I just keep on walking. Dog going crazy on the chain. So gotta make another plan. That ain't gonna work. I end up looking and I see his number on the side of the truck, right? What the hell? I pull out my phone. I hit the number as I'm walking down the street. Hello? I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? What going on? He said, hey, what going on? I said, I'm a landscaper, man. Are you hiring? He was like, you know how to cut grass? I said, yes, sir. You know how to use a weed eater? Yes, sir. He said, all right, where you live at? I said, I live on Campbellton Road, not far from where I saw your truck at. He said, all right, I'll pick you up in the morning. Cool. I hang up the phone. I'm skipping down the sidewalk now. I can't believe I want to call somebody and rejoice. Just like that, I got a job. I done went from trying to steal the shit to, you know what I mean? I got work in the morning. Turn around, I'm walking back home, walking back to the apartment. Goddamn dog still barking. I go back to the apartment. I'm chilling. I'm cooling, right? The next morning, dude called me. He said, I tell him where I'm at. I'm at the apartment right up the street from you. He like, all right, cool. Be waiting up at the apartment when I come down there. All right, cool. He called me. I'm at the apartment. I see him pulling up. He said, come on, get in. I'm going to get in. When I go to get in, the man got the red pack of Swishers in his lap. Excuse me. He got the red pack of Swishers in his lap, you know, the 2 cigars. So when I get in the truck, I see the red pack of Swishers in his lap. I instantly get kind of excited, you know, on the inside. I'm like, okay, this my kind of job. Cuz gonna, you know what I mean, scrape one down and roll it before we go to work. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like working while you're geeked up and the boss man know it. It's, you know, it's all good. That can be a good day. I'm in the truck, we just riding the cigar just sitting there. He just riding. And I'm wondering when this nigga gonna break it down and roll it up. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna ask me to roll it up or whatever, because I ain't got nothing at this point. My pocket's hurting. So he never break it down. When he finally, about halfway through the ride, wherever we going, when he finally opened up the Swisher pack, he pulled one out, put the Swisher in his mouth, and lighted. So now I know I'm dealing with something strange. I'm like, okay, you know, this is my first mistake. I done already misjudged some shit. I'm thinking one thing. This man literally smoked Swishers. He smoked the tobacco inside the Swisher. He smoked the Swisher. I look in the ashtray. It's burnt cigarette. He smoked cigarillos. It's burnt cigarillos in the ashtray. So I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. I ain't tripping, right? Man, we go to, you know, we've been cutting about a day or two, everything pretty good. We go do these apartments on Simpson Road. This where I'm really from. This where I was raised at in Atlanta on Simpson Road. We doing these apartments. And I can't remember the name of the apartments, and I'm outside the apartments, weed eating the top of the hill. You know, it's still attached to the apartments. I'm weed eating the top of the hill. Man, something nice come by. So I'm talking about, listen, I say in her face, she was about, Angie was probably about, I give her like oh shit. If I do like Kevin Samuels and not use a 7, I have to give her like a 6, 6.5. Cause I definitely couldn't give her an 8. But she wasn't ugly. She was like, you know, with makeup or the right whatever, she could actually get up to pretty. But body, man, listen, that more I'm talking about. Waist couldn't be no more than this big. Booty booty was right for her little body, but it had all the shape in it. She had on like these little blue, you know, them little flimsy pants the girls be wearing. You could tell she ain't have on no underwear. I'm talking about every time she take a step, just doing like this right here, right? Just doing like this. I'm weed eating, and as she walking out of the apartments, we catch eye contact. I done cut the weed eater off as to not be rude and hit her with the grass. So she know I'm watching because I done cut the weed eater off. We looking at each other. Man, when she walked past me, you know, of course she know I'm still watching. She must have, you know, put some extra step in that thing. I'm talking about that thing ain't no hinge. It's just like that right here, right? I can't even, I literally watched the girl walk all the way to the stove. never cut the weed eater back on until she walked in the store. I'm talking about body on 10. I ain't telling you no lie. Boom. I get the weed eater crump. I've been weed eating for a second. I'm like this here. I'm weed eating. She coming back out. She come back out. I cut the weed eater off. I'm watching her from way down here. I do the same thing. She come all the way up. She watching. Now this time I done already said to myself, you know, if she come back, which chances is she is, I'm gonna say something to her. She come back, when she getting there to me, I cut the weed eater off again. I go on and do what I supposed to do. I get her number. She tell me she ain't got no dude. Tell her I'm gonna call her tonight. I call her tonight. We hit it off actually pretty good. Angie tell me she had 2 kids. I think they were something was going on, some kind of disability where she was getting a check for both of them. That's how she was staying in the little Section 8 rundown ass apartments, but she was getting a check for both kids, didn't have no job. So it was around tax time too. It was around tax time. That's why this story almost suitable, because you know it was around this time right here. It was around tax time. Me and Angie had been hanging out. We had hang out like we gonna say like 1 or 2 nights in a row. Now she's also taking care of a cousin that's living in the house with her. He a dude. He ain't got no job, and you know he just she might even be getting a check for him, but some kind of way she his guardian. He's staying there, but he's a grown man. I know that income taxes is on the way, so you know. I always wanted to get me a nice amount of weed, a decent amount, like a pound, pound and a half, 2 pounds, right? Of something real decent. So I'm telling Angie, I'm telling her, like, look, this the plan I got. You know, you got this money coming, because I ain't got nothing coming for income tax. You got the money coming. She trying to be down. I'm like, look, we can shake a move, and I already got the contacts. We can flip it. She like, bet. I like, you know, she trying to be down with the team. She like, I like the plan. Let's do it. She also tell me that, like right before the taxes hit, she tell me that she was about to give her cousin like $200 or $250, something like that, to go and get an ounce of weed, because he also wanted to start selling weed over in apartments where they living at. Now I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, that's cool, but you might as well wait until you know the money hit and we do what we do, and then I get a nigga an ounce of weed, or he can just give me like the 200, 225 or whatever. That way we can keep the money in house. You know what I'm saying? She like, cool, we'll do it that way. A day or two later, the taxes hit. Soon as the taxes hit, she, you know, I'm on my job. She texted me on the phone, calling me, it's hit, this. When you come home, I got it for y'all. This, you know, everything good. Talking like a nigga want to hear, right? I finish the day up, I get on home. When I get home, she don't come over, I go over there and see her, right? I go over there and see her, and she give me the money. Now, I done already judged, because I'm telling her like I can get a pound for like maybe, I'm telling her I can get a pound for like $1,500, which I know I can get it probably for around like $1,200, right? So I'm getting what I need, and I'm a jug a little bit. I end up shaking my move and doing what I need to do, and I end up telling her like, look, tell your cousin I got that for him. And she tell me like, I already gave him the money and he already got it. Now, this kind of pissed me off, because, you know, I ain't being controlling, but it's still like, it felt like you listen to your cousin before you listen to me. And, you know, we like, I'm beginning to fuck with you a little bit, but, so I ain't gonna lie. From that point on, when she told me she gave this nigga some money to go get some weed, knowing I'm finna go get the real weed, it automatically turned me off. I'm like, I don't want to deal with, I knew that I wasn't gonna deal with her. I felt like she was stupid. So that's what happened. I end up cutting off. Now, I want to go back a little bit, because the what I forgot to say is, On the nights that I told you that I was hanging with her, the nights that me and her had went out a couple of times, I was tight with my boy Dior. That's the one I told y'all about before. Dior had the his family had given him like a little Chevy Malibu that he ain't care shit about, right? So we was using that little car, riding all around town. He ain't have no tag on it, but we had license, so we riding all around town doing what we need to do. When Dior see Angie, one day we on like a double date. I had Angie and Dior had, I can't remember his girl name, but she was like a chubby, light-skinned girl. She was cute, so she could get it, you know what I mean? And Dior was like, man, we need to try them. We need to, you know, I want to hit yours, let you hit mine. And I'm like, that's cool. It ain't nothing I normally do, but I don't give a shit. I don't care nothing about Angie, and you know, your girl cute, so if she down with the flim flam, fuck it, I feel like I'm winning. So I'm like, cool, we can do that. So we hanging out that day, and as we hanging out, me and Dior making a plan. You know, at some point he get to whispering to me, he like, look, this what we gonna do. Yeah, when we get to the house and you get shot in your room, you know, you throw the signal and I'm gonna come on in. And I'm like, all right, bet, cool. That's just to see how the girl's gonna react. Now, mind you, this literally some high school shit, but Dior couldn't have been no more than about 20 years old. He was young and dumb. Now, my stupid ass got out of prison when I was 23, so at this time, I had to be about 25, maybe even 26, so it's way past my time, but I still got a young nigga's mentality. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't been doing no shit like that. So anyway, Dior like, look, you throw the signal, I'm gonna come on in and we gonna see how she react. I'm like, cool. Man, we get in the room and it get to going down. I'm sitting on the bed, she's sitting between my legs, and you know, she handling business. Whatever the code is, I throw the code. I don't know what the code is, but some kind of way Dior know to come in. Dior come in, I'm chilling. When he come in, I'm expecting, you know what I mean, you know, just everything to be cool. Dior come in and he like, oh shit, he act like it's a mistake, but he walk in with his hugging his girl, the dope bus open. He walk in like, oh shit, and you know, I don't react. But my girl, well, not my girl, but Angie, like she stopped what she doing, get up and like jump in my lap and cover me up, and she, you know, she acting like she's supposed to act. She acting normal. She like, what y'all doing? Close the door. What it? And you know, I'm kind of sitting back on the bed, and while she doing that, I'm thinking like, damn. Because I know if Angie not gonna act right, Dior ain't gonna share. You know what I mean? And you know, it ain't no big thing, but I had already ran it through my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I want it. So Dior, and she kind of like, she covered me up. Then she get up and push them out the room and close the door. She can't tell that we done set this up. She come back over to me like, you know, kind of, you know, with her face balled up like, ah, dang, what's wrong with them? I'm like, I don't know, right? Go back to handling her business, you know what I mean? So that blew that night. That was over with. Now, I tell you why that's significant in a little bit. So now I go back to the story. I realize I'm not going to deal with this girl because she's stupid. So I'm at my job and she calling me. I'm not taking her calls. I'm not answering no text messages, and I'm really just kind of feeling like it's done. You know what I mean? I ain't had a chance to send her a text message yet because I'm trying to put together what I'm gonna say. Plus I'm working, so I'm taking my time. She sent me one of them stupid ass text messages. Man, nigga, did. I done sent you, Jimmy. Just send me my money back. Just give me my weed. Why she say that? Oh, no. Why she say that? You know, soon as you say that, now you done really sealed the deal. It's definitely over now. Whatever I was thinking about or feeling bad about, it's over with. It's over with. Now it's over. I'm thinking like it's over. So the whole day she sending me stuff. I ain't blocking her. I'm just reading it. She sending me stuff. She calling me. I ain't answering. She sent me the message. I'll be through that tonight. Now I'm laughing because I'm like, I'm going back to the apartment and I'm thinking like, she don't know where I stay. Even though when she came over my house when we did what we did, you know, and that's why it was significant that I told y'all about that night. It was because we drove. We had the little Malibu. Dior was driving. So, and if I'm not mistaken, she didn't seem like she was from Atlanta. So I'm like, we were driving and ain't no way she memorized where the apartment was, where my door was. She wasn't even driving. We might have been messing around, fucking around in the car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So she sent a message. I'll be over there tonight. Just have my shit. I'm laughing like, that bitch don't even know where I stay at. If the stupid chance, and if it was a stupid chance that she did know where I stay at, she gonna be at the wrong door. Man, I'm in that mud later on that night. I'm chilling. I ain't answered up. She done stopped calling. She done stopped sending messages. I'm in there chilling by myself. I got all the weed. I'm in there high. That thing, you know, I'm talking about, it sound like the police at the door. Boom, 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 boom. What the fuck? I go to the upstairs window. I'm peeking out the window, peeking out the blinds. It's like a red Expedition, one of them big old ugly motherfuckers. Red Expeditions parked in front of my spot. I can see right down. It's her at the door with another girl that I ain't never seen before. And you can see 3, 4, 5 kids hanging out every window in the Expedition. They making noise. It's about 10, 11 o'clock at night. She downstairs at the door hollering, talking shit. Yeah, nigga, open the door. You thought I ain't open the door. Bring my motherfucking shit. Boom, 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 boom. Now I'm in the house like this. First I wore high. Now she done blowed the high. I'm panicking because I'm thinking they can come in here and get me. I don't know what to do. Not knowing like I could just call the police. But you know, call the police wasn't never part of no nigga schedule, you know, back then. So I'm like, damn, what if they end up fucking busting the door down, or what if the police do come and I got all the weed in here and they tell them the nigga got my, you know what? I'm like, damn. So I'm really panicking because everything that I run through my head is a bad situation for me. Plus, I ain't paid no rent here. I'm already getting evicted. I don't really care about the spot. You know what I mean? Man, I pack up everything I got. I put the weed, put everything, put a couple things that I care about in a book bag. Boom. I sneak out the back sliding door. I'm sneaking out my own apartment. I don't even know why. I sneak out the back patio door. While I'm sneaking out, some family members call me. I ain't gonna say who, right? My family members call me. They like, we need some weed. I'm like, man, pull over to the apartment. Come on over here. I'm outside right now. They like, all right, we finna pull up in 5 minutes. We on the way. I'm like, cool. They pull up before they can even turn the corner. I'm jumping out the bushes with the backpack on. Hey, lady, hold up. They stop. I jump in the back seat. My apartment to the left. I tell them go right. Soon as they go right, I'm like, park right here. We go right, they park. I'm looking. We all looking at these 2 crazy bitches still at my door, beating and screaming. Boom, 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 boom. Nigga, we know you ain't there. Da, 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 da. We see the light on. We started moving. And they going ham. We ain't going nowhere. So my family member asked me, God damn, what going on right there? I'm like, man, it's a long story. What y'all want? What y'all were trying to get? They like, man, give her a goddamn, you know what I mean? Serve me like that right here. I got everything on me. I'm serving them right. I'm like, here. They like, what you want to smoke one? Yeah, we want to smoke one. I get it rolling up. They like, what happened? I'm telling them what happened. I'm like, man, crazy bitch from the west side. She done sent me this. Now she talking about get her weed. I don't know what she talking about. It's over. She done. They laughing. My family laughing at me. They like, boy, you crazy as hell. I'm like, yeah, man, it done, man. So we literally sat right there in the car, damn near adjacent from my apartment, and watched these 2 girls bam on my door for probably about 3 hours. We ended up smoking about 2 blunts, talking a little bit, and my folk were like, hey, man, we got to get up out of here. All right, man, y'all be careful. Put backpack on, I crawl out the car, went on around the building. Man, I'm walking around the building. I'm watching them the whole time until I guess it just had to, the kids had to do whatever they needed to do, or the girl had to go home or take her car, go to work or something. But they got in the truck and left. I'm like, damn. So, a little bit of time go on. That night, I went back in the apartment, went to sleep. We end up losing the apartment. And like I said, we end up getting, life went a little better then, because when my brother got out of jail, he went to the good job, took me to the good job. And we actually, both of us end up starting our own businesses from that good job. So that was like the end of all the shucking and jiving in the games, right? I'm chilling one day, I'm on my job, I'm cutting grass or something, and Rick called me. Y'all know I be talking about my homeboy Rick. Rick called me. He say, hey man, what going on? I'm like, what's up? He like, you know Angie? I'm like, yeah, I know Angie. And the thing about it is, I never put it together that I never introduced Angie to Rick. You see what I'm saying? It never clicked to me, because I know like maybe what went through my mind was it was all Campbellton Road, so I never put it together. But he was like, dog, she said she looking for you. I'm like, Angie? He like, yeah. He was like, she looked like this and that. I'm like, dang. I'm like, well, how did she know? Why would she just give you? He like, dog, she just walked up to me. He was on Campbellton Road somewhere. He said she just walked up to me, and it's probably because he had the box. That's what we flim out of. We flim out of the box. So he like, dog, she just walked up to me. I was, talking to her, and then she was like, I got a friend do what you do. He got green eyes and his name John. And she was, and he was like, I could tell something was going on. So he was like, nah, I don't know him. And she was like, yeah, he my friend. I've been trying to find him. I know he live on Campbellton Road here somewhere. You know what I mean? He work on Campbellton Road here somewhere. I just can't find it. But he do the same thing you do. And Rick was like, nah, he told her he ain't know me, and then he dipped. But he was like, he's sure, 100% sure that she was talking about me. And she was. And I knew exactly who he was talking about. That was old Angie with that tax return money, man. That was my weed. That's my weed. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we end up getting kicked out of the apartment, and that was it. It used to be weird because, for the small time that I stayed there, I would just I'd walk around and I'd be looking at the floor and thinking like, dang, this where he, might have, never got up at, or, this where, what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we lived in an apartment that Paul called his case in for probably about 6 or 7 months until we both called cases, and I ended up turning myself in. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Sorry for taking so long. Y'all know I can't just give y'all anything, man. But we are going live tonight, man. So I will see you guys tonight. Hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe, hit the cash app, and I'll see y'all later.